I'm in Japan's food capital, Osaka. It's known for its amazing street food, but I'm going to be comparing the top 5 convenience stores all throughout Osaka. This is gonna be an entire death battle comparing some of their best items, and then I'll decide which one is the best convenience store. If you guys are ready, let's go to the first one. So on today's quest for the best, my first stop is going to be Family Mart. Family Mart is a crowd favorite for good reason. It has a ton of options you could pick from if you're just looking for a quick snack throughout the day, and one of the snacks we're also going to be trying at every single convenience store is the onigiri to see how it stacks up with each other. At Family Mart, like any other convenience store, you can also pick up some hot drinks if you would like, and a few random snacks if you're really looking to try something new. And they also have oden this time of year, which you should absolutely try. But I came here for one thing.
これと2つファミチキお願いします。カードお願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。
I've secured the last 2 famichiki, now we just have to find somewhere to eat these. So Family Mart is known for something specifically called famichiki. It's supposed to be a marinated, delicious chicken thigh that's deep fried each morning and sold throughout the day. And I've seen them replenish them in batches, so you can get this pretty fresh. Now what's really cool is they actually give you instructions on how to eat this. You basically tear it from here, I think. Oh, I just destroyed this wrapping. Maybe fold it over, and look at that. It feels a little floppy, but from what I understand, it's not supposed to be incredibly crispy, but cheers. Oh, that's so juicy. The chicken thigh is beautifully cooked. It tastes marinated, and the spice itself almost has this really, how would you put it, KFC taste to it, if that makes the most sense. This is a great snack. It does taste very greasy, but for a couple of bucks, this is delicious. Now that is what Family Mart is known for. This is what you can get everywhere. These onigiri are throughout Japan at almost every, oh, I just opened it wrong.
What did you do?
I destroyed it. We're gonna fix this.
You have to go 1, 2,
3, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh no, 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 no.
You're a monster.
Oh no, no. Oh, I just destroyed this poor thing. But what really matters is how it tastes. Cheers. Honestly, the tuna mayo tastes exactly how you think it would. A traditional tuna mayo. Like it's like your mom made you tuna and mayo sandwiches, except instead of serving it on toast, it's with rice. The big thing with the onigiri though is that the rice isn't overly cold. I think they may keep their refrigerators a little under temperature so the rice doesn't get super cold, which is really, really nice. Okay, that is Family Mart. On to the next stop. I'm gonna take my famichiki with me. Just step over this. The next stop is one of my personal favorites, and that's because it's one of the first convenience stores I visited upon entering Japan. And I really wish we would have taken one of those go-karts over to Lawsons. Lawson is stacked. They have a ton of different options, pretty similar to Family Mart, but what I really liked about this Lawsons in particular that we had found is they were loaded with a ton of sandwiches. Most Lawsons will have this as well, but this one just seemed to have a ton. And from what I was told, Lawson is actually known for their sandwiches, and I have to go for the egg salad sandwich. I'm also picking up one of these beautiful sweet potatoes because we've been looking for this our entire trip. We're also grabbing one of those onigiris for comparison and then making our way to the important stuff, the fried chicken. Now Lawson's has a very interesting fried chicken, and this one is karage-kun. These are essentially chicken nuggets, but I'm picking up the spicy variety because it's pretty exclusive to Lawson's. After paying for our meal, I walked over to the microwave to heat up our sweet potato. You heat it up here. You heat it up here. So I'm gonna go in here. I think we just put the whole thing in. Hot potato. Hot, hot, oh God. Oh, burning, high, oh God. First thing we're gonna be trying is their version of fried chicken. This is karage-kun. This thing is supposed to be better than famichiki, according to some person we met on the internet. It's basically a chicken nugget. Look at this thing. But I think these are the protein versions, so they might have more chicken breast than chicken thigh in them. Cheers. Flavor-wise, I like famichiki more. Way more flavor behind it, but this is not as greasy. Even though it is deep fried, I think it's because it's mostly chicken breast. You can see a lot of the white meat in there, but I still think I prefer this more. I feel like these are easier to eat. It says spicy. It's a little spicy, not like extremely spicy like you would imagine, but this is pretty good. Now Lawson's is supposed to be known for having some of the better sandwiches out of all the convenience stores. I'm not sure what the huge differences are, to be honest, because a lot of them do look the same, Just like they carry the same brand of onigiri, I wonder if it's the same brand of sandwich, but today I'm trying the egg salad sandwich, which is a ton of egg yolk, a bunch of eggs that are cooked together and mushed all up with a ton of Kewpie mayo, a little bit of salt, and probably some MSG. Cheers. Oh yeah, it's so creamy. Look at all that. The bread is so soft and fluffy. If I press it down too much, it actually like condenses back into a thicker version of itself. This is delicious. But now, the final test. The same brand of onigiri, is it the same temperature that the previous one was? Because at Family Mart, the temperature of the onigiri was nice. It wasn't very cold. It was held really, really well, which makes a huge difference. And maybe by the end of this video, I will learn how to do this. Did I do this properly this time? Oh, nope, my rice broke. This time, I'm having grilled salmon versus tuna mayo. Cheers. I will say, I feel like they're almost exactly the same as far as experience goes. It sounds really strange, but I'm wondering if there's some kind of regulation out here where the rice coolers or wherever the onigiris are kept have to be at a certain temperature, because these are very, very similar. I will also say I like tuna mayo more. Now with 2 down, there's 3 more to go. We have a lot of eating to do, and the next one is not too far off. This is what you have to look forward to, grabbing your convenience store food right over there and then having food in a parking lot. After parking lot snacks, we started making our way to our 3rd location when I came across this guy. It's so bright I can't see anything. Okay, let's go get more food. Food time. More food. More convenience store fried chicken, please. Look at that line. What do you think they have there? Not Family Mart fried chicken. We never found out what that line was actually for, but we made our way down toward Dotonbori Street, which you can see in my street food video from the Quest for the Best series. We said hi to the same Spider-Man from Anime Expo probably, and then made our way across this bridge in the middle of Osaka. What's really insane is that if you look to one side of the bridge, it's insanely busy by Dotonbori, and on the other side, there is absolutely nothing. But we finally made our way to the 3rd location, and that is the 7-Eleven over by Osaka Bay. No, we didn't really need to go to this specific 7-Eleven, but we were making our way around town to see if we could find a lot of these places on the outskirts of town, and we absolutely did. Oh look, waffles? I still think that 7-Eleven has the best ice cream selection. If you've ever been to any of the convenience stores in Japan, let me know who has your favorite ice cream selection. This 7-Eleven had some really exclusive onigiri, so we picked up a couple of those too. They have a much different selection. Which one do you think I should get? I don't think I've seen the seasoned ones, right? Should I try that?
I've seen them.
You have? Sure. Or maybe soy sauce?
Sure.
That one?
Spicy, right?
No, spicy. 一つスパイシーチキンお願いします。はい。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。We got the goods. This 7-Eleven is pretty close to Osaka Bay, which is really great because you can kind of get this stuff anywhere. But first things first, we have to try the fried chicken. Ready? If I can do this right. Oh, this actually looks really good. This is the 7-Eleven fried chicken. I think this is better than Fami Chicken because it's thicker. It has a similar flavor, but this to me is much better than Fami Chicken. I never thought I'd say that about 7-Eleven. This chicken, so good. Wash it down with this Diet Coke. It's been nothing but savory all day, okay? Now 7-Eleven is also said to have pretty good onigiri. This looks very similar to the one we had earlier, but this one is kelp in soy sauce because they actually didn't have a huge selection like the other shops did, but that probably could because we're pretty close to the bay, very high touristy area. So not too many options left, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think I still didn't do it right. The rice didn't break, but we lost some kelp. Cheers. Not as good. And surprisingly, the rice is actually colder. It's actually noticeable that the rice is colder and it doesn't have the same mouthfeel. The chicken, way better. The onigiri, kind of a miss. It's time to get to the next spot. Okay, listen, we didn't just come to Osaka Bay to have some convenience store food. I really wanted to visit one of the biggest Ferris wheels in all of Japan. Oh, it doesn't stop. It's like snowboarding. This is our very first Ferris wheel ride. Is this your first?
No.
This is my first. This is a terrifying first choice.
I don't like heights.
Oh, they're getting ready for their clear one. Watch me just drop my phone. We're gonna fumble it. Luckily, I didn't fumble it on the way to the Ferris wheel, but they literally do not stop. It's very calming in here.
I don't like it.
Oh, this is terrifying. It's the Going Merry. Look at it. Look at that thing. Look, you can see all the people on the boat. Okay, we're almost to the top. I'm gonna try to get a full scope of where we are. Whoa. We are now at the highest point of the Ferris wheel. Now we're on our way down, but I want to show you guys what down looks like. That's what down looks like. There's no one in front of us and it's just air. There's Osaka to our left, surrounded by it. It is literally everywhere. We made it. We made it. Let's just go. We survived. Now, to make it to the next stop.
On our way to the next location, we actually popped into this replica food shop. It's what you would see outside of most Japanese restaurants to showcase what they actually serve inside. I thought this was really cool and I'd never seen one before, and apparently it's one of the largest in Osaka. But that's enough of fake food. We have to make our way to the Daily Yamizaki, where apparently they are known for their bread. But not just savory, they have quite a few different selections.
Do we want sweet? Or do we want savory?
But then I came across this yakisoba pan, spaghetti bread.
I think we have to do this. This is from every anime ever.
That one?
Yeah, this is from Konosuba.
I don't know what that is.
It's one of my favorite anime of all time. But we also have to get fried chicken and an onigiri. Oh, they only have one onigiri left.
And they also only had one piece of chicken left.
Chicken onegaishimasu. Hi. Let's go. That was the sweetest old lady. Daily Yamazaki is actually known for its bread. We picked up a spaghetti pan. I forget the proper name of it, but it's one of the things eaten in Konosuba, which is one of the best anime of all time. So I'm gonna try this right now. Oh, I can't open it. The lady was kind enough to warm this up. The one thing I worry about is if the bread gets soggy, but I think it's gonna be okay. The bread actually looks super nice and soft. Cheers to this yakisoba pan. The noodles are still cold in the middle, but the bread is actually nice and soft. It's really pillowy, and you can see how nice and airy that bread is. It reminds me of a traditional shokupan, and honestly, the bread is really good. The spaghetti is questionable, but it actually has a lot of flavor. Now, sadly, they only had one onigiri left in the entire shop, and it is a red bean onigiri. I feel like this might not stack up to the other ones, so I'm just gonna give this a big old bite. There's also no nori on this one, so I'm just gonna eat it right out of the package. Itadakimasu. That's not good. I don't want that. It's really cold and chewy. A little salty. The flavor is good, but the rice is just not good. Don't buy that. Now, for the next fried chicken. This was the last fried chicken in the entire shop, which means one of two things. They don't make enough because they don't sell them, or they're so good, this is the only one left. It immediately looks like the 7-Eleven one. It's actually nice and thick. It has some spices on there. This one looks like it's fried really well. It looks super greasy. Itadakimasu. I'm gonna say that this is not as good as a 7-Eleven chicken, but it's right there with Famichiki, which is saying something. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm probably shining from the grease. Now for one final stop.
This next stop was across town. Daily Yamazaki in this next and final location are far more rare than the other 3 locations are, especially in Osaka. But that doesn't matter because we've made our way to the final stop, Ministop. This place is very different than the other locations because these guys have soft serve ice cream and chicken. They have chicken too, but soft serve ice cream at a convenience store. This is what they're actually known for. So I grabbed 2 servings of ice cream and my fried chicken and headed out to take everything down.
Our last stop is Ministop, and it took forever to get here. There aren't too many Ministops in Osaka, but we had to do all 5. I'm starting off with the fried chicken. This one doesn't have an easy open thing, and this is very difficult to do with ice cream in my hand. Itadakimasu. Okay, that's pretty good too.
Now for the onigiri.
Let's see if I get the 5th one done correctly with ice cream in hand. This has been, oh God. Oh, didn't rip it. Didn't rip it. Oh my God, it only took 5 and I didn't rip it. This is umeboshi, one of my favorites. Cheers. Not a whole lot of plum paste in there. You can see it almost looks like a gel. It's nice and sour. The rice is fine. Probably one of my least favorite today too. It's okay. But this is what Ministop is known for. This is one of the only soft serve places I have seen, so it might be worth coming out to. Cheers. Oh, that's good ice cream. This ice cream with 190 yen, which comes out to maybe $1.30. The chocolate's better, but we have to decide a winner on the chicken, and the winner goes to 7-Eleven. The reason why, it was spiced nicely, it had a nice texture, it was really thick and really juicy, and overall, it was just a better value. I also still recommend coming to Ministop for ice cream. If you want to see me eat real street food, click or tap right over here. My name is Chef PK, and remember, keep playing with your food.
And you're telling me you want more Quest for the Best? Well, if you head over to Nebula and sign up with my link down below, you can watch next week's episode right now, as well as Duelist Mansion. Duelist Mansion is a new series by Patch from Tierzoo where you have to create your Yu-Gi-Oh decks based on challenges given to each participant. It's a wild series and you do not want to miss this. And the best part, if you use my link down below, you can get Nebula for $2.50 a month. My videos always release on Nebula a bit early, and you can watch these with 0 ads, along with all of the other creators exclusive to Nebula. Nebula is creator owned and creator operated, and what this means is we have a lot of freedom on the platform. Without Nebula, I wouldn't be able to produce an entire series like this. When I came to them about this entire idea for Quest for the Best, they were on board immediately. I actually get a portion of every subscription made through my link down below to help me sustain series like this. And it's not just my series. A series like Jetlag wouldn't exist without Nebula, and they have a brand new season coming up with Michelle Kare, and I am incredibly excited for this. I've been enjoying Nebula so much that I'm actually buying my mom a lifetime membership this December. Yes, you heard it, $300, pay once, get Nebula for a lifetime. What this actually does for creators is it allows us to invest more and more into making exclusive content over on Nebula. It's a way for us to fund bigger projects just like Quest for the Best, and that means we might get a Quest for the Best too. If you want the best deal you're ever going to get, head over to my links down below and pick up Nebula as a lifetime subscription, or try it out for $2.50 a month. My name is Chef PK, and remember, keep playing with your food.